Right, we're live now. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. Really excited to have all of you this Sunday. As you know, my name is Ashutosh, and we meet every Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US, to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Hindi University. You can also go to our website, which is hindiuniversity.org, and find out about how you can join and participate the HU every Sunday. In addition to the Sunday classes, we have over 10 plus practice sessions throughout the week. So based on your level and interest, you can join different practice sessions that we have throughout the week. It's a little bit of information I gave you to learn about the HU if you are completely new. Okay. With that being said, if you want to join the Sunday classes, all you need is the Zoom link, to join the Sunday classes. And in case if you missed any of the previous classes, you can watch the recording on the YouTube channel. Okay. The classes, I have divided them into different playlists. So if you go to the 2025 playlist, if you missed any of the classes that we have covered this year, you can follow up on there. And we also have a WhatsApp and Discord community. There's a public community which I just use to enroll students, get to know them, and once I know them, that there is a genuine interest, we'll onboard them into the private HU and the Discord group. Okay. If I can request people, if there are some people who are joining late, so if you can let them in through I made some of you co-hosts, so you can help me with that. That'd be wonderful. So as you know, this year we've been covering two books. First one is Pingu Learns Hindi, which is the book by Hindi University itself. And the second one is the Primer of Modern Standard Hindi, which is the book by Professor Michael Shapiro. You don't really need the book if you don't have it. I'll be covering all the material, and I'll be providing a lot of exercises as well. So if you have any particular book you want to stick with it, you can stick with it, but you can pretty much just follow the grammatical structure that we've been following. Okay. So in the last several classes, we covered the Hindi verbs, the different types of verbs. We covered different tenses, right? We covered the present indefinite tense, present continuous tense. We covered a specific type of like past habitual tense, past continuous tense, future indefinite tense. In the last class, we introduced the concept of past indefinite tense, where the verbs are standalone, right? They're like intransitive verb. The goal for this class is to take it further and and talk about more verbs, because there are some verbs which require something or someone like to interact with. So our goal is by the end of this class, you guys all should feel comfortable with majority of the past indefinite tense related sentences, and you should be able to formulate them in Hindi. Yeah. Right. So with that being said, these are some examples. So imagine you have just a quick refresher from the previous session. So last week we covered the examples of past indefinite, which was like I went to France, I went to Peru, or we arrived home, they slept, he laughed, I cried, she sat. Okay, we discussed that how these verbs are standalone, right? They don't need something or someone to act on. In contrast to that, you look at the examples that you have on the left hand side. I ate. Okay, it feels incomplete. Like the natural question would be, what did you eat? Okay, and the response is like I ate an apple, or I ate a banana, or anything. Similarly, I drank. Like what, it needs something, right? What did you drink? So I drank tea. He called the mechanic. It needs someone, right? So the first two words require something, and this one requires someone to kind of find out the details. I wrote a book, or I read a book. Okay. So and similarly, she watched a movie. So if you look at it, the verb to eat, to drink, to call, to write, and to watch, they all require something or someone. Okay, so it's almost like some action words in Hindi, they are incomplete without something or someone. Okay, to read requires either you're reading a book, or reading a poem or a chapter, or anything like that. Similarly, if you're making, like you're making probably a toy or a robot or a cake, right? You're making something. Okay, so you almost put them in the category of these are like needy verbs. Okay, and the needy verbs requiring something or someone. Like it's like you're giving a hug to someone. You cannot give a hug to an air. You require someone to hug. Okay. Similarly, these verbs require something or someone. So what so we'll go and I'll help you guys like find out whether you put them into like the needy verbs versus the non-needy verbs, which are completely independent. By definition, these are called the transitive verbs. Okay, so again, it'll get simple, but the verbs that require something or someone in Hindi, these are known as transitive verbs. Okay, why it's important? Unlike English, when you are making sentences in past definite in Hindi, there is a slight distinction. How you say them in Hindi, and it becomes very important to be able to recognize whether these verbs are needy verbs or non-needy verbs. In the last week, we covered the non-needy verb where the verbs are standalone. Like I slept, I laughed, I cried. It doesn't require, I mean, it's like I'm doing it on myself basically, right? I don't have to sort of act on someone or something. Yeah. Any questions so far before we sort of like get going into the further examples? Feel free to unmute yourself. Good so far, everyone? Yeah, right, wonderful. Right. So let's look at some examples of like the Hindi um, transitive verbs. Okay, I'll have some of you to sort of just like previous week. I want to kind of give me 1 minute. I can. Um, uh, so, yes. So just like, can you see my full screen or you see the smaller screen? This pop-up is sort of keep coming to me. Give me 1 minute if I see if I can block it. Right. So, so let's look at some examples. I'll have some of you to tell me what is the meaning of this word in Hindi. How do you say this word in Hindi and why it is a needy word? Michael ji, the first one, to make.
Banana. And
Okay.
it's a needy verb because you make something. You can't just make.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay. Next one also, why don't you do one more?
Kana, to eat.
Mhm.
So it's needy, I guess.
Mhm.
Although
Why?
in English we can just say I ate. But I guess in Hindi you eat something, right?
You eat something. Yes, yes. Right? It's a big difference whether you eat a samosa versus like, a jalebi. One is a sweet versus a sour, right? Good, good, wonderful. Sunita ji, why don't you do the next two to drink?
Pina.
Pina, okay. What is it? What kind of verb is it? Try one more time.
So again, you drink something,
Yes,
and
yes.
then to watch is dekna, and as
Okay.
so like you watch something.
Yes, wonderful. So to drink is pina, you drink something. To watch is dekhna, you watch something. Okay, you watch a movie or you watch a television show or you watch a game. You watch something, right? So making it like a needy verb or a transitive verb. Okay, let's just do some more. Uh, Anusha ji, you do the next one.
Yes. To read or to study is padna.
Mhm.
Again, when we say that reading is an action which is directed towards an object, like,
That's right. Yeah.
so it is a transitive verb.
Wonderful.
To catch or hold, it is pakadna. Again, when we say catch, we catch something. So it is also a transitive verb.
Wonderful. Okay, so just to kind of tell you, pakadna. This some of you may not know about it. It's say it one more time, Anusha ji.
Which one? Pakadna?
Yes, very good. Pakadna. Okay,
Pakadna.
right? To catch or to hold. So you catch a thief. It's also pakadna. Like the police caught the thief, or police catches the thief. Police चोर को पकड़ती है. Or if you hold something, like if I am holding a cup, okay, or if I hold a cup, it's like मैं cup को पकड़ता हूँ. Both of them are same, to catch or to hold. To buy, let's see, JDG, to buy.
To buy is kharidna,
Very good.
and that's transitive. It's
Transitive.
needy.
Needy, very good, right? Kharidna, you buy something, okay. Let's see who would do the Unaji, to give and to take.
To give is Dena,
Mhm.
and to take is Lena.
Okay.
So for both, yes, you give something, you give an object, affection, love.
Yeah.
You take items or a holiday or vacation. They're both transitive.
Wonderful. So as most of you pointed out, all these verbs, they require an action to act on. Okay. So verbs which requires an object, basically, these are called the transitive verb. Okay. Any questions, anyone? Anyone want to give examples of more transitive verbs? Feel free to unmute yourself and give example, or maybe you want to test it out.
Bechna, to sell
Okay.
something.
Yeah, to sell something. What kind of verb is it?
That is transitive.
Transitive verb. Okay, wonderful. And feel free to think out loud as well, right? You don't have to have the exact right answer. You are like, this verb is coming to my mind. I want to try it out.
How
Whether-
about Kelna?
Huh?
Kelna?
Kelna, what is it?
To play.
To play. Okay. What is it?
I'm wondering, is it a transitive? Because it can work both ways.
Yeah. So as you said, it can work both ways.
Okay.
Yeah, it can work both ways. So you can use it in different ways this one. And definitely you will see it in Hindi also. There are certain verbs, which can work both ways. Anyone else? Someone who has not tried before. Malaji, how are you doing?
अच्छी हूँ
You want to try out some verbs?
लाना to bring
To bring. Okay. And what is it?
sorry
What kind of verb is it? Is it a transitive verb or intransitive?
transitive verb because we have to bring something
Okay. Wonderful. Malaji, you also want to try? I think you were also saying something. Mala?
Yeah, Shuji. Holna,
Holna.
to open. Holna, to open.
Holna. Okay, to open. Holna. We'll write it down. And what kind of verb is that?
That would be transitive.
Holna, to open. And why is it transitive?
Because you can open something.
You open something. Okay, to open is holna. Okay, and the way you write it, you will curve it. Holna. Okay, you open a can or open a bottle or whatnot. Okay, wonderful. Tran.
How about ask?
Ask.
What is that?
Ask.
Puchna,
Very good. Puchna. What is that?
to ask. Need to
Yeah.
ask something. Ask.
Okay. मैंने पूछा. Very good. Awesome. Anyone else would like to try?
Tutna,
Which one?
Tutna? Is that how you say it? Tutna, to break something?
To break. Okay, okay. So you are breaking something.
Yes.
Okay. So that would be.
I think it's Tutna, right? May Tutna.
And is that JDG who's saying that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Reflect it one more time. Think out loud. When is you are breaking something? Like I broke a branch or something, or cup, right? Something broke.
Mene cup tuta. I don't know. I'm asking.
Yeah, it's good, good. You are thinking out loud, which is a good thing, right? Because when you're speaking Hindi also, your brain is actively thinking, right? So it is, anyone would like to say, is it tutna or similar?
Torna.
Todna, very good. Todna. So,
Torna.
yeah, todna. So how will you say, I break a cup?
Mene cup Torah. Torah.
For past indefinite, I broke a cup is maine cup toda.
Torah.
If you want to use this one, which is cup broke. Okay.
Oh, it's two different words.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
How will you say the cup broke, which is intransitive?
Oh, that's cup Hotahe?
So,
I don't no idea.
sorry. So no, you have. So what is the? You remove the na and make the perfective form.
Tuta.
Very good. So say it one more time. The cup broke would be cup.
Cup Tota.
Very good. And we're not done in this class, but toot jana. If you want to make the
Jana.
past form of toot jana would be cup.
Cup Tuta Jana.
No. So jana past would be
Gaya.
very good.
Gaya.
So cup toot gaya. Like somebody asking me,
Yeah.
what happened? क्या हुआ? Oh, कुछ नहीं, cup टूट गया. Yeah.
Boy, I picked a good question to ask.
Right. So don't worry about for relatively new people. Don't worry about the jana part yet. Like right now, just make like one verb at a time. So don't worry about like the compound verbs yet. I was just trying to work with JDG to stretch his Hindi journey a bit further. Any questions?
Dhanyavad.
Any questions, anyone so far before we go over the subsequent section?
So I have a quick question.
Huh?
So if I want to say I fight, ladai karna, is that a transitive or a non-transitive?
You fight with someone.
So
So you can use it both ways. Okay, you can use it both ways. You can use it both ways if you want to. If you want to say it. I think it's you can put it in both the categories, transitive as well as intransitive. But you now ask your question though. I want to see what questions you have.
भारत ने पाकिस्तान के साथ लड़ाई किया.
You have something or someone, right? That's why it is in that case, it is a transitive verb. And you want to say he fought, वो बहुत लड़ा. Like let's say you want to talk about a brave person, like he came and he fought. वो आया और वो लड़ा. Okay, so you can use in transitive form as well. Yeah, but if there are any questions, comments, I'm happy to take that as well. If anyone wants to add more there.
So ladai karna, if we take, then it will be transitive. Is it? Ladai
That's
ki.
right. That's right. Yeah, you have ladai, ladna, and karna, right? So it's almost like it's a compound word. We will come to that as well, like how you sort of like you have a ladna and then karna with that. So we will do when one is intransitive, other one is transitive, what is the overall. But before that, right now, just focus on
Yeah,
the just
thank you.
meaning
Yes.
verbs, right? Yeah. Anyone else? Very good question though, because it's very normal to come. Right, I'll keep going then. Right, so these are the examples. Remember these verbs because these verbs will come when we do the short story in the end. So if you want to just during the class only, if you want to memorize them, please do that so that at least when we are doing the story, it's easier for you. Okay, now in the previous class we did the verb conjugation. Okay, the conjugation we did for the intransitive verb in the past tense. In this class you want to do one example for or at least few examples of how do you do the verb conjugation for the transitive verb, and it's almost same as what you did for intransitive verb. Okay, so again, dekhna is to see or to watch, right? You watch something or you watch someone, right? So you have this verb dekhna ending with na. Okay, when you want to conjugate it, you want to say I watched a game. Okay, so if the thing that you watched is masculine singular, you remove the na and you put a at the end. Okay, Natasha ji, what is it? What does it become? Unmute yourself.
That's you mean Deka?
Very good. So when you want to
That's the
say
masculine of Dekna.
very good, so you remove the na and you put a at the end. Dekha. So to watch is dekhna, but watched a game becomes
Game Deka.
game dekha. Very good. Game dekha. Okay. You watched a plane. That would be
Plane is this masculine or feminine?
it's masculine.
Okay, then plain Deka.
Yeah. You saw an actor or a celebrity.
Actors Deka.
Beautiful. There you go. Okay. You saw, okay, work with me, Natasha ji, so that way I get to work. You not just one, you watch multiple games. You remove
Games
the na,
Deke.
yeah, you remove the na and you put
E.
a at the end. So it becomes
Games Deke.
game day. Give more example. Think of something which could be masculine plural.
Gar Deke.
Gar dekhe, beautiful. Yeah, gar is masculine plural, right? So you saw a lot of houses. इस weekend मैंने बहुत सारे घर देखे. I saw a lot of open houses, right? बहुत सारे open houses देखे. Yeah, wonderful. Josh, you saw a car. Okay, you remove the na and you put e.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah,
did you say a car?
yeah, car.
Yeah, Gadi. So Gadi Deki.
Gaadi dekhi. You watched a movie.
Movie Deki.
Yeah, you watched um, a cat.
Billy Deki.
Billi dekhi. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's towards plural. You saw something, but that's feminine plural. You remove the na and you put e with a nasalized sound. Okay. So you watched a lot of movies.
So movies Deki.
Movies dekhi. Okay. You saw a lot of cars.
Gadi Deki.
So Gadi is one. Plural would be
Yeah, Gadian Deki.
गाड़ियां देखी. Okay, गाड़ियां देखी. Okay, say something that comes to your mind.
um, um, Let's see. Put me on the spot here, Ashu. I just got up. I just got up.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Take your time. Okay. Think. Now I want to play this one. Again, let's stick to the same one just to make sure everyone, concepts are clear. Austin G, I want you to make slightly simple sentence, but make it bigger afterwards. So start small, but build on top of it.
मैंने पक्षी देखी.
Okay. So if it is just pakshi, we consider it as masculine singular. It just
Oh,
the
really?
cat-
Okay.
Yeah.
Then चिड़िया देखी.
Chidiya dekhi. Okay. Chidiya dekhi. Okay. Give some adjective to the chidiya now.
मैं साफ आसमान में चिड़िया देखी.
Okay. A beautiful or colorful, right? You want to give that to the chidiya.
सुंदर चिड़िया देखी.
Okay. Make it even bigger. Like yesterday, I was like, give some like, just so that people know that even when you make a bigger sentence, it's part of that.
मैंने साफ आसमान में छोटी सुंदर चिड़िया देखी.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Let's try it again with more. Michael G, you want to give an example? Take anything that you watched and talk about it.
Okay, so film. So film, मैंने film देखी.
Beautiful. A film is considered feminine singular. So मैंने एक film देखी. Okay. Una ji.
What can I watch? I don't know. I'm lost a little bit.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. Take your time. Let's say if I were to tell you, let's say you saw a museum.
Museum.
Yeah.
Is it a feminine word?
Masculine.
Sorry, I thought we were giving examples for the feminine. So, museum dekha.
Beautiful. Okay. You saw a picture.
Picture dekhi.
Beautiful. Picture dekhi. Okay. Picture dekhi. Anusha ji.
Yes.
Give an example. Take any object.
Okay. पाठशाला school.
School.
मैंने पाठशाला देखी.
And a school dekhi or school. Yeah. School dekhi or पाठशाला dekhi. Okay. Sharon ji.
Yes. उसने इमारत में आग देखी.
Okay. Fire. Okay. Aag is considered feminine singular. So aag dekhi. Okay. Wonderful. Anya ji, you want to try it out?
आज सुबह मैंने 5 सफेद बिल्लियाँ देखी.
बिल्लियाँ देखी. Okay, beautiful. 5 सफेद बिल्लियाँ देखी. Okay, now the interesting thing, which some of you probably noticed it, when we spoke about, like I'm gonna go some slides back. In the previous class, I'm gonna go a few, okay? So in the previous class, when we spoke about the intransitive verb, the subjects were deciding how this is getting conjugated. When we say boy walked, it was ladka chala. When we spoke about boys walked, it was ladke chale. When a girl walked, ladki chali. Girls walk, ladkiyan chali. In all these cases, this is a subject. It's a subject. Unlike in this section now, when we say watched a game, watched games, we are looking at the object. We are not looking at who watched it, but what was being watched. Anyone following this, or you see that contrast here? So basically, when you look at the past tense in Hindi, if it is a transitive verb, what is being acted upon or who is being acted upon, your verb is getting conjugated based on that. So you're conjugating based on the gender of the object, not the subject. So whether Una is watching it or I am watching it, it's going to be the same thing. She will say game dekha, I will say game dekha. Okay. She will say pani piya, I will say pani piya. Okay. Unlike in the intransitive verb, if she will say main hasi, I will say main hasa. It was different because both of us are different, but the verb is getting conjugated for the intransitive verb based on who is saying it. Okay. Versus here, both of us are saying the same thing. It's like what is being acted upon. She can say, I watched a game, maine game dekha. And if I'm saying maine, actress or celebrity, a female dekhi, I will say maine celebrity dekhi. So what is being watched or who is being watched, that's determining the how the verb is getting conjugated. So if she drank water, okay, she'll say maine pani piya. Okay. If I drank smoothie pea. Okay. This is a tricky one, so we should spend some time on, but I'll take a pause here just to see if what immediate questions comes to you guys. Feel free to unmute yourself, and if it is tricky and if you're not sure, we'll spend some more time.
What if we don't know the gender of the verb? Then which one we should use?
Yeah, very good, right? So give an example of that, and then at least I want to entertain.
If I don't know,
if you don't have any object in the example,
if I don't know soup is masculine or feminine.
Yeah.
If I say maine soup pea or pia, which one I should use? I don't know. Then which I should use?
So if you don't have the object in the sentence, by default you go to masculine singular. Let's say you don't even have soup in the sentence. Okay. In majority of the cases you default with masculine singular. But in this case, let's say you have a soup, you will have to find out the gender of it. Okay. And that is somewhat tricky because and it will come with practice. So soup is considered masculine singular. So you will say maine soup piya.
Okay.
For some we have rules, but for the broad category, but like specific nouns or it will not you will see how native speakers are saying it. Okay. And sometimes you will learn it by making small mistake as well. Sometimes you can ask the question. You can use the formula, just like the second formula that we have, kya soup masculine hai? And native speakers might give a look like, because they don't really think about about the
If we make a mistake in the gender in this case, like maine soup pia, instead I say maine soup pea, will it be considered very wrong? I don't.
You will. They definitely grammatically it's soup pia is correct and soup p is not correct. But it's not like it's a blunder. Especially you are learning it. They generally, the person you're speaking with, they should be encouraging enough. They will understand it, right? It's just a smaller thing in that sense. But like in the academic world, yes, definitely you would be recommended to use the right sort of the categorization. But I would not make I would not think too much on it. For me, if you ask me personally, you should go and you should make mistake even there, because you will immediately recognize it that especially sometimes if there's a pause, you can immediately recognize that, maybe I didn't use the right sort of the gender there. Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem.
So coffee tea is feminine, is it?
Coffee tea is feminine. Coffee is
Oh.
feminine. So now that you ask me, when you are talking, when you hear other people also, you will immediately recognize, like when there's a coffee pee versus pani pia versus chai pee, right? So when they're saying it, you would also learn it from other list or talkers, right? Or people that the way they're saying it, maybe chai and coffee are considered feminine. Okay, maybe sharbat or it's considered masculine, right? Or nimbu pani is considered masculine, pani pia.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Right. So I want to, okay, so before I go further and we want to discuss more of it, the verb conjugation practice, one is the rule you should remember is for transitive verbs which are used in the past tense, the verb conjugation happen based on the gender of the object, what is being acted upon. Yeah, so that's rule number one. The rule number two is it's almost like who is acting, okay, the subject. When subject is, just like the previous post positions we used, we learned a lot of post positions. We learned, chat pe or roof pe or pani mein in the water, okay. So we used a decent amount of post positions we've practiced. When you're using the sentences in the past indefinite tense, basically in transitive, past indefinite, in transitive, you have to really use one more post position called ne. Okay, ne. Okay, and it's almost like let's say you say movie dekhi. So your rule number one is movie is your object, and if this is feminine singular, which it is, you remove the na from dekhna and you put e. That's your rule number one. Your rule number two is who watched it? Who watched it? So to give that indication, you have to use, let's say John watched a movie. Right now you're just saying, movie dekhi. Who watched it? So to give that indication, John is followed by the post position. John ne movie dekhi. So that's your rule number two, that your whoever acted on thing will be followed by me. Let's say it's not John, Sarah. So you say Sarah ne movie dekhi. Okay. Let's say it is not both of them, it's a group of us. Right? So we is hum. Okay, will be followed by ne. Right? Unaji, how will you say if it is we watched a movie?
Hamne.
Yeah, हमने movie देखी.
Is it together? Like one word? Okay.
हमने movie देखी. Let's say you want to say you watched a movie. Okay, you is
Mene.
no,
You, sorry, apne.
very good. आपने movie देखी. Okay, you want to ask someone, did you watch a movie?
क्या आपने movie देखी?
Very good. क्या आपने movie देखी? You get it right? क्या आपने movie देखी? Okay. Natasha ji, you want to say you did not watch a movie.
आपने मूवी नहीं देखी.
Beautiful. आपने movie नहीं देखी. Okay. Very good. Josh, you want to say she watched a movie. She is
Vaha.
Vaha. And then ne.
The oh yeah, right. So we go usne.
Very good. Usne.
Yeah.
Usne. And why usne?
Because
Because ne is a
because ne is there, and we
because ne is a
conjugate the vaha to
us.
the us, the
Yeah.
use.
When you have a postposition, you use the what is the oblique case? Remember that, right? So you use the oblique case.
Oblique, yes, that's the word.
Yes. So
Oblique
the
case.
oblique case of vah is us.
Yes.
And usne. Very good. So it's okay if you don't even remember what good thing is, it's coming naturally. So if you don't have to think about usne, if it's coming naturally, that means like John's oblique case is John, so that's why it was simple. John ne or Sarah ne or hum ne. Okay, but you know, if it is different, if it is, let's say you want to say the boy watched the movie, it would be
Larka.
okay. So ladka, and then if it is ne after that, it will be
Larka ne.
ladke ne.
Larke. Oh, larke ne. Yeah, larke ne.
Ladke, right? Let's say you have boys watched a movie.
Larkone.
That's right, ladko ne.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because ladka is singular, ladke is plural. But the oblique case of singular ladka is ladke, and oblique case of ladke, plural or multiple boys, is ladko. Yeah?
Could you write it down on the whiteboard, please, Ashuji?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'm going to write all of it. So hopefully it will be your, it's a previous rule, but hopefully. So first one is movie dekhi. Okay, if it is one boy, it would be ladke ne movie dekhi. Okay, if it is multiple boy, it's ladko ne movie dekhi. And let's say Unaji, you want to say the girl watched a movie.
So Larki ne movie dekhi.
If it is multiple girls, would be
Larkiyan
very good.
ne.
Very good. लड़कियों ने movie देखी. Okay. If it is right now, it's singular movie. If it is multiple movie, Sunny ji, what would be the change? If it is lots of movies, what will be the change?
Larke ne movies deke.
You just put movie. It's okay. English is fine. Or film mein.
Film ne deke.
Okay. So it's feminine plural. So the change will be
Deke.
okay. And why you think it's dekhi?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It stays same. Deki.
Dekhi, very good, right? So it will be with the nasalized sound.
Deki, yeah. Deki.
Dekhi, very good. So if you recall, and for the benefit of everyone, so if you remember it, it's movies. It becomes dekhi, right? So it will become the nasalized one. Dekhi. Any questions, anyone, or you want to try it out? Any more examples before we? Because this is a tricky one, and it's important that you. And there are more rules for the transitive verb in the past tense compared to the intransitive one. That's why we cover the intransitive first, so that you have.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Oh, you said usne, right? Don't we usually say usse or usne? Which is correct?
Usse is also correct, but it has different meaning. Like if you want to say get something from the ball, like you want to say take the ball from John. You say John se ball lo. John se from John. Okay. If you want to say get the ball from him, then you will say from him will be usse.
Usse.
That's right, usse. So we'll
And
translate
Asuji,
that out. Huh?
if you were doing that in the past tense, if you
So
got a ball from John,
say one more time, JDG.
if you got a ball from John,
Yeah,
would it be say or nay?
So you got a ball. So you will say JD got the ball from John. So it will be JD ne John se ball ली.
Thank you.
Yeah. We will do these again for beginners or slightly, we will come to this also because there are two post positions. Right now we are just on John ne ball ली. Even we have not done this irregular verbs, so bear with me. We will get there.
Sorry, does this postposition ne mean something, or does it have translate to something
So
in particular?
So very good question, Austin ji. Does "ne" translate to something in English?
Basically, no. It's a grammatical word. It doesn't actually have a good translation.
No translation.
The closest explanation I ever heard is it's similar to ed in English when you add ed to a verb.
It's an indication. That's both of them are absolutely
Right.
right. It's an indication who did the action or who acted upon it. It's just telling you that it's the boys or the girls who acted upon something. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to it. I don't know. We have a. I'll practice more. I would rather prefer that than like I'm going to give you the homework. Basically, I wanted to cover the story, but I think I only have 12 minutes. So I'll give you as a homework, and then next week we start with that only. Okay. So I was just covering that the ne post position, and this is just a quick summary of it. So when you add Michael ji, you have a मैं, it becomes
मैंने.
when you is तुम, which is in semi-formal, it becomes
तुमने.
okay. Tu is your totally intimate or informal you. It becomes
तूने.
तूने. Very good. Okay. And वह is your वह or वो is your he or she. It becomes
उसने.
उसने. Okay. Now let's see. Natasha ji, you want to work on this one? यह becomes
इसने.
okay. यह is okay. So I think if I can give me 1 minute. I think someone probably is annotating on. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So यह the oblique case is it becomes इसने. Keep going, Natasha ji. Then हम becomes
हमने.
okay. Which is big. What is हमने?
Is we.
We. Okay. We did something. So we. Okay. आप becomes
आपने.
and the next two are also tricky. वे is they. Okay. And it becomes
उन्होंने.
उन्होंने. And ये is these. It becomes
इन्होंने.
उन्होंने and इन्होने. Okay. So you can take a screenshot or you can watch it in the recording, but it's very important that these comes naturally to you. So even if you were to say it loud, these, it automatically becomes part of your sort of the list that मैंने, तुमने, तूने, उसने, इसने, हमने, right? So just like these are the pronoun where the ne is embedded in them, right? Like मैंने खाया. So what I would say is just like how you are learning the other pattern, I would just take any verb, transitive verb. Okay. Let's say I take the verb khana. Okay. And I conjugate that as khaya. Okay, so you can just say मैंने खाया, तुमने खाया, तूने खाया. It will help you a lot. Or you can conjugate it into, खाई. Okay, cookie. Let's say you're talking about a cookie. So मैंने cookie खाई, तुमने cookie खाई. You will be surprised that even though you are taking just one object, cookie, and then conjugating it accordingly, but you're just trying different pronouns with that, and it will automatically become clear. Like, you will not think while it's coming from you. Yeah.
Ashuji, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Yaha and Vaha often turn into vo.
That's right.
So
That's
what
right.
happens to vo when you try to add the nay to it?
So who would like to answer that? So what the question is, when I'm writing it, so the question is, you have yeh and vah. Yeh is this, that, right? So what he's saying is, it becomes almost like ye, or this one almost become vo. Okay, so you are clear when you are saying ne after that, it becomes isne and usne. Vaha is actually, it's also used for he or she. So the question is, if it becomes ye and wo, what will be the oblique case for that?
Usne will be.
What, Anusari?
Usne only, because we are using in place of ye, that is in the spoken Hindi we use ye and o, so it will be usne only, I guess.
That's right. That's right. Michael ji?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Michael ji, what is your understanding on that?
The same as she said.
Okay. And what is the reasoning behind that? Same or different? Unmute yourself.
The nay is a postposition, so whether it's yaha or yay or veha or vo, it's going to stay isne or usne.
Yeah. It's going to be the same JDG, right? So
Okay,
even
thank you.
yeah. So homework exercise for you, the homework number 1, which is the simpler one, is take any object and take any verb. Simple thing. That's your homework number 1. Take any object and take any verb, and then make all the combinations with that. Okay, so let's say if your verb is pina, stick with pina. Take any object. Okay, you can say pani. So मैंने पानी पिया, तुमने पानी पिया, so be it. At least have that, and then the second homework is try to change pani to sort of different gender. Like, so right now pani is masculine singular. You can say smoothie, which is feminine singular. Okay, and then make that like all the sentences. So basically change the object into all the 4 cases that we have discussed, basically. Masculine singular, plural, and feminine singular, feminine plural, all of these cases. Okay, and that way at least, like, you're keeping the verb as fixed, but you're just changing the object. Yeah, that's your homework number 1. Any questions before we move on?
This honorific plural, for that also we should use unhone in hone, right? Like mama ji.
Which one?
When we, honorific plural, like
Yes,
when
that's right. So honorific, like, let's say, mama ji ne so finish the sentence. Maybe it'll be easier if you finish it.
like I want to say mama ji in as a third person, unhone chai pi, is that right?
That's right. That's right. So you, even though they're one person, but like you're referring to them as like
Yes, one person, but with respect I want to say.
that's right. So because we have time, I want to practice the perfective form of some of the verbs, because it will help you. Okay, so let's say you want to practice to make as we discussed, is banana. Okay, to make is banana. What are the 4 different forms for banana? Let's say someone who's not tried before. Astrology, you feel comfortable? You can write it down. I know it's your first time probably, but I'm going to give you some examples also, so to kind of like help you here. So let's say you want to go back to the previous slide. You want to change the word banana just like these. We have from dekhna to dekha, dekhe, dekhi and dekhi. What would it be? Okay, Anyaji, it's okay, you want to take time there. What will you remove the na and? Anyaji?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, so you want to make the 4 forms. So just like the way we have from dekhna, it dekha, dekhe, dekhi and dekhi. Banana will become, you remove the na. And just like,
Banaya.
very good. So just like in the previous class, the remainder is vowel, so it's banaya. And then
Banaya.
that's for masculine singular. For masculine plural, it would be
Masculine plural.
yeah. So
Banay. Banayo.
banaye.
Banay.
So if it is a cake, cake banaya. If it is multiple cakes, it would be cakes banaye.
Yes.
Yeah. For
Okay.
object, feminine singular.
Banai.
Banayi, very good. And feminine plural would be
Banai.
bana.
Yi.
Yi, very good. Banayi, feminine plural. Banayi. Okay, good job there. Awesome. I know I put you guys on spot, but let's just do some more. Let's do this one, to read or to study. Padhna. Linda ji, how are you doing?
Namaste, Ashwati. I'm doing good.
Let's do this one. Padhna.
Wait, I cannot really see your screen, your whiteboard.
Yes.
Oh yeah, thank you. So
Padhna.
Padna is pada,
Padha, very good.
pa padhe,
Padhe, very good.
padhi,
Padhi, very good.
and padhin.
Padhi, very good. Let's do one more, Linda ji.
Hmm.
Take any verb of your choice. I'm gonna show my list.
Any verb of my choice.
You can. Why don't you take any verb? Yeah, election.
Gana,
Ghana, very good. So I'm gonna write it down. Ghana. Ghana is a verb as well as a noun. Ghana is a song. It's also to sing. Okay, so
Gaya,
Gaya,
Gaye,
Gaye, very good.
Gai,
Gai, and
Gayin, Yin.
awesome. Good job. Okay. See, I'm just trying to. It can be simpler. Maybe you guys are, all of your, but I'm just still trying to break it down further for you, so it becomes easier for you to recognize. So that's it's part of the exercise only. The next one would be just like we have, we spoke about to make, okay, and I have set of objects for you, okay, to make, and you want to say made house. Linda ji, what would it be? Made house.
घर बनाया.
Beautiful. Ghar banaya. If it is plural, then it would be
घर बनाए.
beautiful. Okay. Sharon ji, if it is curry or sabji.
सब्जी बनाई.
Okay.
और
And
sorry.
plural. And next one.
सब्जियां बनाई.
Okay. Sabjiyan banai. Let's do one more. Sharon ji. Cookie.
Oh, I don't know what cookie is in Hindi, but cookie is feminine, so banai, and
Yes.
cookie is banai.
Beautiful. Cookies banai. Okay. Shri Ram ji, you have coffee.
Yes, coffee. Coffee is feminine, so coffee banai, and plural also is same. Coffee banai.
Banai. Very good.
Yeah.
That's correct. Coffee, yeah, you can say coffee, yeah, but like it's correct. Coffee banai. Okay, let's do one more, Shri Ram ji. Sandwich.
Hello.
Yeah, one more. You can do this also, Shri Ram ji. Sandwich. Maine. So we're not even doing the subject yet. I'm just trying to help you that it becomes clear. So you will have sandwich, and it would be masculine singular. Okay, I think you got disconnected for some reason. It's okay. Sunita ji, you try.
Sandwich banaya.
Sandwich banaya. Okay, and this one, next one. Kite.
Kites patai.
Patang is the Hindi word for it, so it will be
Patangi.
singular would be patang.
Patang banai.
Patang banai, and if it is plural, it would be
Banaye.
patange is the word. Patang,
Patang banaye.
patange or kites. If you want to say English, kites banai or patange banai. Okay, Michael ji, last one for you.
Robot banaya.
Okay, and plural would be
Robot banaye.
robots banaya. Okay, beautiful. Any questions, anyone? I hope everyone is following it, or at least it's building up slowly. Yeah. Okay, so I'm
I have
going
a
to give yes. Go
question,
ahead.
Ashutosh.
Yeah.
This rule of adding the Y when you have the two vowels during the conjugation, that will apply to both transitive and intransitive verbs?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Yeah. Okay. So I have a homework for you all. So this is the next one. You have the same objects. You can take a screenshot of it. I'm going to post on Discord as well. The homework number 1 is you just changing the verb now. So instead of to make, it's to buy, which is khareedna. And I already gave you the objects. Like, you can say, I bought a house. Let's take one example. Josh, how will you say, I bought a house? Just start with simple, bought a house.
Right. Kharida gar.
Beautiful. Gar kharida. Beautiful.
Gar kharida.
Okay.
Maine gar kharida.
Beautiful. I bought a house. Maine gar kharida. Okay. Beautiful. So I think you're getting it, all of you. So I want you to do this exercise. Okay. Try it out with all these objects. And then try to put who did that. And then put name with that. Okay. Once that is done, next week we'll continue this one, and next week we start when we'll try to say this old story in Devanagari as well as in Romanagari. So as intimidating as it may sound, it will be much easier next week. provided that you guys all revise it. Okay, so next week we'll start with this. Yesterday I saw a new game at my school. I ate breakfast early in the morning and read my books. My friend showed me a funny video. We gave our teachers notes and listened to a story in the class. In the afternoon, we ate delicious food. In the evening, we sang a song, and at home, I wrote a letter to my mom. That day was very fun. So you see, all the verbs are deliberately transitive verbs. That's why the story sounds a little bit like what is going on here, right? But it's just written to have multiple transitive verbs. So next week I think I'll just do a lot more exercises because this is an important concept. So what we'll do, we'll have this one, and then I'll try to have a story with both transitive and intransitive verbs, so you can get a feel of everything. And my goal would be to make it natural for you, so you don't have to think, oh, is it transitive, is it intransitive? Yeah. I'll stop the broadcast. Folks who watched live on Facebook,